I don't say a word. This shit is for all the marbles. This shit is for all the marbles.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Chicago Bears.
I'm just playing for the division right now. Me and not playing for the division right now, bro. It's got crucial.
First carry for Najee Harris. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Mahomes quickly.
Good fucking pass.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Mahomes takes it himself.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
On 1st down, it's Harris. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense, touchdown Bears!
Ew.
That's caught. Eric Ebron, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now these two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
Ah, he undercut that.
Intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They hand this off to Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Working from the gun, Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. To the right side to Eric Ebron.
Oh, shit.
Touchdown! Eric Ebron with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. They'll begin at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Rodgers going to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And all the way down to the 29. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On play action, Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And the Packers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jones will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Crosby with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right.
He's back there.
it deep over the middle. He
We back there. Let's go.
By the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And the Packers are going to have it here as they start at their own center. This was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
Ah, I gave it right back to him. 14-7. He's driving right now. 14-7. He's driving. He up.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
21. Wildcat. Got me with that Wildcat. I threw too many picks, girl. Oh shit, I fucked my camera up. Sheesh.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
I fucked that play up there.
The kickoff unit is out.
I'll be playing this shit.
Send this one away.
I know niggas can watch it. Niggas be watching this shit.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Niggas be out there and they watch this shit while they play it. Come on now, it was good.
Started the Green Bay offense at the line. And last
Shorty,
time,
man. Shit, man.
interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play call.
I let my kid when they drive.
You throw an interception. A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They've got his man complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air, 38 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A give to Jones. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. Here's a give to Jones.
Ah, come on. That was corny.
Knocked back to the 20. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have moved on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So they won't
get the field goal.
There's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, this from 37. And Crosby puts it through.
21-10.
The disadvantage now back down to 11.
Damn, I should have scored on that one. I got too many turnovers.
Talk about situational football.
Shit not looking good.
Since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer, they take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old.
It's about to be halftime. 8 seconds left before half. 21-10. Yeah, I'm gonna keep playing. I mean, this nigga's going there, so I'm gonna have to go here.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
2 bad turnovers is why I'm losing this game.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Stay committed.
The Packer offense ready to
Stay
get their
committed.
next drive underway. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
I gotta think of something.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation,
Think
they've
of
got to pick up the
something.
urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
It's the ball game right here. They're going to edge.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
See if we go to zone. Now one of the few niggas that run, man.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And it's in.
Oh my God, Tunyon, you sold me out, brother. Tunyon sold me out.
Doesn't pan out, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Tunyon, you sold me out, brother.
After the INT on the last drive. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete.
That was classic PA boots, yo.
They're trying to catch your breath and try not
That
to
was
show
classic.
the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a toss play. It's Harris.
Oh, he was holding him.
And he's gonna get
Good toss. He was holding him.
64 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And he is